Hello, guys. Finally, I'm doing an all sign reading for you. We will be focusing on what you need to focus on right now. I will be doing all 12 signs, all 12 zodiac signs, Aries to Pisces. And yeah, let's begin with Aries. Let's check in with Aries and what you need to focus on right now. First, I'm going to check in on your energies, Aries. The energies of my Aries watching right now. Also, if you're watching and you feel like, you know what, I resonate, or, you know, I'm getting inspired, it's up to you it's up to you what you do with this. But please, I would really appreciate if you hit a like on my video, and yeah, if you want to leave a comment, that would be fun. You know, it's easier for me to connect to your energies. I would really appreciate a like button. A like, not a button. A like. Okay. I'm trying to hold, 10 minutes for each zodiac sign. Tops. We'll see. That's a short amount of time to checking in on several different people's energies. Okay. Your energies right now, I see, your intuition is very strong, or you're doing some kind of a research for something. You're looking at something. It could be something secretive too. I don't believe it is, but it could be. You're in your calm justice mode here. You want something to be kind of justified, or something to be rightful. You want it to be right. Okay. We'll see more. The energies. No, what does my Aries watching need to focus on right now? You got Justice card 2 times here. Okay. What does my Aries need to focus on right now? What could be lingering that they need to... Yeah, what does Aries need to focus on right now? Okay, it's pretty clear. What you need to focus on right now is getting grounded. You have a lot of earth energy here in what you need to focus on. So this is about your health. This is about, you know, if you're doing a research with other zodiac signs that has earth in their elements, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Do a research on them and you will understand the earth energies much more. You know, it could be a good guidance for you. Earth energies, also yin energies. You know, everyone has their yin and yang. Do a research on yin and yang and understand the yin energy. You know, it's a form of a calm energy, being grounded, being very focused, having good routines, being very focused on health, and, you know, the materialistic things around you, because they have a very big significant touch to how you are feeling. You have, with the Empress here, you have self-care. That is also earth energy. And what you need to focus on thinking about is everything is, you know, you got karma. The card karma here. So that's talking about, you know, what you give, you will eventually get back. So always thinking about that. What you give yourself, you will get back in some way. What you give to others, you will get back in some way. Like, you always have to pay for something that you do and how you do it and how you give it. Like, keep that in mind. Yeah. This seems to be very important for you because you got a spiritual message with this card, karma. It's like, you know, really like keep your heads up, your eyes up for, you know, your karma. What you're doing now, you will pay for eventually. What do you want to, you know, gain or pay for eventually? It's something about that, and it's pretty obvious. Your guide here is to really, like, you know, let the calm, grounded energy of yin and earth energy guide you. Get inspired by earthy elements. You got Justice card here 2 times, and we're talking about 8 of Swords, and this could be the feeling for you, you know, being stuck somewhere or being almost like prisoned somewhere. This could be a feeling of being a little bit more free than you are. That's the feeling that you could have. And there's like a, it's almost like, you know, with the Justice card here, it's almost like, you know what's right. Or you know what's the right thing to do. You need to focus on something with that feels, you know, justified. And that could be something that you need to, you know, think about, like, what is justified for me and what is justified for others. How do we get to each other in a middle point here? Like, how do we reach to the same level and still being ourselves? Let's see, I just want to see with this. For someone, some Aries there's something about someone that you feel a deep intimacy to. It's almost like an obsessive feeling. And there's definitely, either this person that I just mentioned is thinking about you, or you're thinking about this person. And I think that, you know, with that, on what you need to focus on is, I think you know yourself if this is important to focus on this. But, you know, having this obsession here is more, it could be, you know, you need to evaluate if it's, you know, an addiction, or if it is, you know, just adoring someone. Or is this person addicted to you or adoring you? It's about, you know, doing a little inner search here for, what is this? Is this important to focus on? Or you actually, or there could be, you know, an empress here that you actually have these feelings for, that is really important to you. And, or, you know, finding your own empress. It doesn't matter if you are male or female. The empress is, you know, the yin energy, the grounded energy. So this is either you or another person. It could be both. But you need to kind of evaluate, how important is this, you know? I need to take a pause here because I'm having in call here. Okay, Aries, let's check in on what chakras you need to focus on right now. Let's see, what is this? Is it... Okay, chakras that you need to focus on right now is throat chakra. Definitely throat chakra, crown chakra, and solar plexus. Colors that could be helpful right now is blue and yellow. I also see a lot of green, so that could be helpful. Okay, Aries, let's get some advice for you on what you need to focus on right now. Advice for my Aries. Watching. Focus on the positive and take time to love yourself. Care for yourself. Yes. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Let's move on to Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, I will be checking in on what you need to focus on right now. And first, I'm going to check in on your energies. Okay. You got Hierophant for your energies, which means that you are in your true natural environment, inner environment. Your Hierophant is your card, Taurus. I hope you can see the card. I see that it's pretty dark. Yeah, I hope you can see the cards. I really hope you can see them. Well, your energies right now, you're in your true natural environment, which is the Hierophant. And what Hierophant stands for. You have good morals, good ethics, keeping your routines good. You're highly intuitive right now, or you're trying to be highly intuitive. That could be about your gut feeling, or, you know, just be in contact with higher powers, whatever you believe in, spirits. Being good with your intuition is, you know, basically just being and seeing things without demanding an answer. They kind of come forward for you without you having to demand it or ask for it. You could even ask for it and you will get the answers. Also, I see that you are, you know, shining bright like the sun, feeling joyful, feeling happiness, or, you know, collecting that feeling. Let's see what you need to focus on. What does my Tauruses watching need to focus on right now? Interesting, yeah. We have a pretty clear message on what you need to focus on, but yeah, let's continue and see what you'll get. I can tell you right now, self-focus is what you need to focus on. Yourself. Let's do one more for that. Yeah, Nine of Cups and you. Definitely this, what you need to focus on is, you know, self-care, self-love. You need to focus on you, really. I just need to fix this. It's too dark. There we go. Yeah. You strongly, you is what you need to focus on. Also, when there, you need, when it comes to what you need to focus on, there could be, other, like a third party, or, other influences that could actually cause this kind of off track feeling. So it's important that you kind of focus on, like grounding yourself to be able to handle this. It's very strong that this is what you need to focus on right now, Taurus. Very clear that that's what's going on. With the World card here, we got the inner fulfillment and completeness. Feeling complete with yourself. Also, what you need to focus on is, keeping yourself exercised in a way where you might feel, empty, or a feeling of boredom. Just do you. Do what you want to do. Do what you need to do, Because I see that, you got intuition and high priestess. So you have a strong, intuitive, natural habitat within yourself. And, it's okay to, fall off track sometimes. That's completely okay. The exercise is to keep doing you, to keep doing your routines. Actually, as a Taurus, you could actually, educate yourself about your zodiac sign. What are your ups? What are your downs? Looking at your ups and what is your natural environment, and, complete that. Keep focusing on that. Because you know what is right for you. You know who you are. You're a good person. And you're probably a very nice person to be around. So, keep being that. Keep doing that. Don't lose yourself because of other influences. As you see this card here, there's a person there. It's like her head is cracked open, and there's, I would say, birds kind of, lingering around there in the sky, which is about not letting other influences affect your mind. Put these colors into your mind. Beautiful colors, okay? Because this is just gray. You don't want gray. You don't want darkness, gray, boring stuff in your head. No, you want the beautiful stuff. Okay, let's see. What chakras Taurus need to focus on right now? What chakras does Taurus need to focus on right now? You get the King of Pentacles here, which is also your main card. What you need to focus on, or what you could, kind of have a little extra care for, Taurus, is solar plexus and third eye chakra. Your solar plexus if you don't know about the chakras, educate yourself about it, Google it, you know, and make an understanding about the different chakras. When your solar plexus isn't, you know, really where it's supposed to be, you could have a feeling of being, you know, trapped. A feeling of being trapped, but not really, you know, capable of like pointing it out, saying like this is what it is. It's just a feeling, you know. It's just like a lingering feeling, almost like a cloud, but you can't really say if it's above you or behind you or with, you know, surrounding you, or if you're in the cloud. Also, what I'm actually seeing here for you is a lot of masculine energy. I see both feminine and masculine. And with that, you know, it makes me think about yin and yang. So there's a good balance between the both of them within you, your yin and your yang. Let's see if we can get advice for you, Taurus. I feel like this is pretty clear, you know, you don't need so much more to be told what to focus on, because yeah, it's you, your routines, self-care, self-love, keeping yourself kind of active with your basic skills, you know, like taking care of your... Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can have one more. No, actually, we're gonna be satisfied with that. Yeah, okay. We have a Taurus here that has some kind of dreams. I feel like, you know, because this card is saying act, not just dreaming. You know, take actions on your dreams. And I think you know when to do this at the right time, at the right moment. When you're feeling a little, you know, off track with your mind or your thoughts, that's not really when you might want to do this. But it doesn't mean that you can't do it the day after, because I don't think it takes too long for you to just, you know, ground yourself again. I mean, grounding yourself, Taurus, that could be, you know, just massaging yourself, you know, peeling in the shower, or it could be, you know, just giving yourself a head massage. Meditate, do yoga, take a walk in nature. It could be so many things. But yeah, there's a Taurus out there who's watching that has dreams, and you need to, you know, the dreams that you have, you need to act on them. Keep them into actions rather than just dreaming. Okay, yeah, and be open for change. Of course, be open for change. Okay, I hope that helped, Taurus. I really hope that helped. And if you feel like, you know, I'm not going to say that to every zodiac sign that I'm... But if you feel like, you know, this was resonating, or that was inspiring, please hit a like. I would appreciate that very much. Okay, let's move on. Gemini, and what you need to focus on. What does my Geminis need to focus on? I'm going to check in on your energies first, your current energies. Gemini's energies, current energies. My Geminis, my beautiful Geminis. I know some Geminis and I love Geminis. Okay. Your energies are looking good. The World and the Empress looking really good. That could be meaning so many things, but yeah, I gotta say, you are enjoying life. You're enjoying yourself. You're enjoying your time of your life. I feel like something about time of my life. Looks really good with your energies. Keep doing what you're doing. What does my Geminis here need to focus on right now? Actually, I want to say one thing. One thing they say about Gemini is that they have two different personalities, and you don't want to see the better one, the worse one. All of us got two personalities where you don't want to see one of them. But you know what? What they say about Gemini, all the Geminis I met, I don't really see that. Not, particularly outstanding from the rest of us. I don't know, maybe it's just around me, or maybe I haven't met. I just feel like I don't know. Okay, what Gemini needs to focus on? What does Gemini need to focus on right now? Okay, we might take that one. What does Gemini need to focus on right now? Okay, I see two scenarios here, or two different kind of situations. One situation is where you need to focus on yourself, taking time for oneself, for yourself, listening to the environment around you. It's basically like the Empress, which is in your energies, just sitting there, taking care of yourself. You did your daily beauty routine, maybe. You ate your favorite breakfast. You took a shower. Made yourself looking really good. You feel good about yourself, and then you're just sitting there chilling in your favorite sofa and just watching the world, watching the environment around you and just embracing the beauty of it. A lot of taking time for oneself, taking care of yourself, your own self-care, because probably you could have battled something that didn't make you feel, like it was a waste of time, but you could have, work, family, just thoughts. It could be anything that you actually, I see that you have been carrying it around on your back, on your shoulders for a long time, which you probably did it good. So, clap yourself on your shoulder and tell yourself how great you are. Then we have another scenario here, and that could be for the same person, or this could be a whole other situation, a whole other person. Either way, you both, whatever you are feeling connected to here, taking time for yourself and, self-care, self-love, I see this for all of you Geminis, doing really great with you at this point of time. The other scenario, I see a love connection or a feeling of wanting love. We got the Lovers here, we got the Chariot, and we got the World with that. So there's definitely a love situation or a wanting for a partner. There could be, you know, that you need to kind of rediscover a new enthusiastic feeling within. Giving yourself to someone else. You know, it could be that, you know, it's time to actually be a little bit more, you know, don't be so afraid of giving yourself to someone else. That's something about that, you know, kind of clicking your own feelings, like reloading them, clicking them from restart. No, not from restart. Clicking them to restart again. There's something about that you need to focus on. Because with the Lovers, the Chariot, and the World, you have the Nine of Swords. Which is about anxiety and, you know, feeling really stressful. Kind of messing with your mind, you know, could give you headaches, a feeling of headaches, or, you know, similar to a headache if you would explain it to someone. Could be something about that. Let's see if we get something more. What does my Geminis need to focus on right now? Okay, there could actually be a Gemini here, and it's talking about a relationship or love situation where you kind of need to reload yourself to, you know, get back on the horse and get in with this love situation of yours. It could be a feeling of, you know, a second chance, an opportunity of a second chance might be available here. But, you know, to do that, you need to reload, find your balance again. Which is within. It's almost like, you know, with the Chariot and the World, and yeah, it's almost like, you know, yeah, really like a second chance, a new journey or something like that. This could be something that you kind of, this is something you might want to happen. Okay. I would say what you need to focus on is, you know, not letting bitterness or any feeling of bitterness or anger, you know, stop you, or anyone else's bitterness or anger stop you. You know, keep loyal to your path and believe that good things are actually there for you, you know? I really see like it could be, you know, 2, 3, 4 different kind of situations here. So there could actually be someone else who's really loyal to you, who has a very positive way of seeing things, and there could be something, you know, lingering within you, a feeling of bitter, you know, anger, you know, like sour. There's an energy surrounding you or within you that has this feeling of bitterness, you know. It's a sour, a bitter sour feeling, like a bitter sour taste. So you need to find inner peace and balance, you know. What chakras does my Geminis need to focus on right now? Wow. Okay. I feel like there could be a whole story. We could do a reading about just this for an hour. We have some cards here talking about wishes, you know, wishes coming true, following one's dreams. Okay, there's definitely something about your solar plexus that you need to focus on. Healing, doing exercises, you know, or just giving it a whole lot more attention than it's probably getting right now, because you need to leave something, you know, you need to move on from something that kind of stuck there. And I believe that that is something, you know, you could really be feeling like you've been tricked at some point. Someone tricked you, or you feel like tricked, you know, like someone kind of, you know, it's almost like, you know, the feeling of, yeah, like being fooled or tricked into something or tricked out of something. So their solar plexus definitely need more focus. Other chakras that you could, you know, heal and deal with right now is third eye chakra and sacral chakra. The colors for you could be, I would say, orange, blue, yellow. A lot of colors. I say blue. I said blue. Yeah, blue. Green, purple, pink. Yeah. Let's do some advice from my Geminis. I like how that rhymes. Some advice from my Geminis. Okay, advice from my Geminis. Talk less and feel more. Talk less and feel more. Yeah. Goes really well with listening to the environment around you. Definitely. Keep an open heart. Someone needs to hear, keep an open heart. Open your heart. Don't close it. Definitely don't close it. And definitely not when it comes to yourself. It's like you need to reload your enthusiasm and your energy and what you feel passionate about. There's something about that, and it doesn't have to be like super serious. It could be just a small thing that could do a remarkable big huge change, or yeah. Okay, Geminis. I hope that resonated, and we're moving on to Cancer and what Cancer need to focus on right now. Let's check in on your Cancer, what you need to focus on. First, I'm going to check in on your energies. The energies of my Cancers. The Crabbies. Whoops. Okay. Okay, let's see more about what the cards will say. But what I see now in your energies, you get the Magician, the Lovers, and the Devil. So we'll see what the Devil is about. But the Magician and the Lovers, definitely we're talking about making magic in some sort of way, or just being very creative. It's almost like you could feel a little bit, how do I put this into words? Someone could have in their energies that they want revenge. Someone could just have, a calmer energy, which is about, something to do with being creative. Yeah, being creative. And we'll see. We'll see. What does Cancer need to focus on right now? Very interesting energy. Well, let's see. What does Cancer need to focus on right now? Very interesting. Oh, I asked for more cards than I wanted to take. I'm gonna try to make it simple, even though I got more cards than I wanted to. Could be there's many energies that I'm picking up on too. All right. So, wow. um, okay, I got a lot here, so I just need to, look at this for a while. Okay, Cancer. What you need to focus on, first of all, there could be any regrets that you have done. We all do them. Don't judge yourself. We're not judging you. It's okay. If you resonate for this, right at this moment, you could have done some things that you might regret. It's okay. You could be doing things that you might regret. It's okay. Okay. Whatever you do, don't do it to, like chasing happiness for the moment. Don't do that. You need to think about long-term happiness. Sorry. You need to think about long-term happiness. Learn from mistakes, okay? Whatever you've done, don't do them again, and think, of same positions, same situations, and, grow from them. You got confessions, coming clean message. Okay. There could be, a feeling of, coming clean with something, telling something that you've done that might be, be related to the regrets here, something that you're regretting. Maybe you want to talk about this. Maybe you want to, come clean with this. Maybe you're having thoughts about it, should I, shouldn't I? What you need to focus on is more about apologizing to yourself and forgive yourself, okay? Release it, move on, and learn from it, okay? And sometimes we need to kind of think about, like, what is the purpose of what I did? Will I do it again? What will I do to not do it again? What is the purpose of coming clean and telling this to someone that, will it hurt the other person? Is it necessarily, if you did something that you regret, okay, you regret it, you won't do that again, then why do you have to talk about it to the person? Okay, you could come clean in a whole other ways. Maybe you believe in God. Maybe you have another religious belief, and maybe you could talk to, higher powers. You could talk to someone who is very reliable, very, logic, and talk about this. It could be like a confession to someone else that will actually tell you, like, you know what, this is okay. It's okay. Just don't do it again. You know what I mean? And then, move on from it. Let it go. Learn from it. You got Four of Swords and Six of Swords, which is also talking about, moving away from something that was turbulent, chaos. It doesn't matter who created it. Learn from it. Heal from it. Redo things, It's almost like a rebirth, but it's it's more of taking actions to, you know, move from that to something better. You need to focus on Pentacles, okay? Focusing on Pentacles, it's about, you know, safety, loyalty, I can't even say the word. Reliability. Reliability. You know, grounding yourself, taking care of your health, taking care of your, you know, your heritage. You know, you're writing your own story. So taking care of that, you know, your story that is written, it's already written. But the best you can do is rewrite it now, your future story. You know, you're writing your book, you're still writing your book of your life. You know, grow things that actually will get result in a beautiful way. It's almost like growing a plant, growing a seed, see which flower it will, you know, grow. This is more about, you know, planting a seed that you actually, you know, educated yourself about. Like, what will I actually grow here? You will not take chances anymore. You will be more like having a plan, having a routine, having a you know, it's more like having a list, having a plan, being a grown up, more than just, you know, taking chances to see what you're growing, see what comes out of it. Yeah, what you need to focus on is, like, you know, rebuilding your inner energy, because you're talking about your inner flames, your inner passion, you know, your inner flame. You know, keeping more to the simple, the simplicity, the beautiful simplicity, you know, seeing the beauty of more simpler things than chasing, you know, the golden statue. Being grateful for what you have, you know, seeing the beauty in the more simplest, in this more simple things of life. It's not about chasing anymore. It's about, you know, yeah, it's not about chasing anymore. Very interesting. Yeah, because you want something that is something to keep. That's like what I'm getting here. You want something that is keepable. You don't want something that is exciting for a moment and then it's just collapsing. Feels very private. I gotta say, it's a very private reading, but yeah, you take what resonates with you or just get inspired. But I gotta say here too, with the regrets and happiness here, this is also about, because you get the card message of warning with that. So that could be, you know, you don't have to take that super serious message of warning, but this could be, you know, this could be something coming up, actually, that you might have to face, you know, regrets in how you chased happiness before. This feels very private, and this feels this could resonate with so many, but it feels kind of private in a way when we're talking about confessions, you know, coming clean, and it's okay, you know. what you do today and forward, moving on, that is what's counting, okay? It doesn't mean that you're just gonna laugh if you did something you feel like you're regretting, something wrong. But what you do today and ongoing, that is what counts, you know. You can't say tomorrow, well, yeah, or you can't say, you know, do something stupid today and say, well, tomorrow I can say, well, it was yesterday and I'm gonna focus on today. No, what happens today? You have to remember that you have you got responsibility for what you do too. You can't put it on others. I'm not saying that you do. Okay, I didn't even ask a question. And you got cards. So let's say advice for my Cancers. Even if this didn't resonate for you or inspire you, let the advice inspire you. Okay. Let's do this. They wanted to come out for some reason. Okay. Cancer, be proud of yourself. See what you're actually doing that is good. Be proud of yourself, you know. That's the best way of healing and moving to something that feels calmer and more healing. Be open for change. Wow. Beautiful. Also, we got think things through. I'm gonna see what this card says in the book. Also you got breathe through the stress. Okay, breathe through the stress. Do breathing exercises. This is what every human being needs on this planet. Doing breathing exercises. First of all, when you breathe through your nose, your body's temperature is, you know, temperance. It's balanced. If you start, you know, breathing through your mouth more and more, and we're not talking about, you know, jogging or running, we're talking about, you know, doing regular stuff. If you are breathing through your mouth, you're not getting that same balanced temperature in your body. So yeah, do some breathing exercises. I promise that helps a lot through a lot of things. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna read this for you. It's in Swedish, so we'll see how that go. Okay, number 38. Think things through. Okay. A positive result is waiting. But to make this possibility into reality, you need a positive view to things. In some levels or some way, you already know how to get what you want. Be smart. Think the situation through. Keep an open mind, or no, keep an open eye for, you know, guidance or signs that could actually tell you what to do next. Ask yourself, what am I expecting? What am I really expecting now and in the present future or in the future? Focus on the positive. Wait a minute. Focus on positive expectations. Expectations are actually, you know, kind of drawing things to you. So if you have positive expectations, positive things will come to you. If you're doubting, talk to someone. Exactly what, exactly what the card said here. Make a list over your goals. There's a way through. Use your head and your words to get others to see the situation from your perspective. Yeah, it's hard to put that in English, but yeah, that's for you. That's for your Cancer. I almost said Gemini. That's for your Cancer. I hope that resonated for someone, and I really hope yeah, I really hope that resonated for someone, or for some of you. It felt very, it was exciting to see that energy, I gotta tell you. Okay, Cancer. Moving on to Gemini. No, not Gemini, sorry. Leo, of course. Leo. Why am I saying Gemini? I don't understand. Okay. Leo, let's see. Leo, what you need to focus on. What does my Leos need to focus on? And I'm going to check in on your energies first, Leo. My Leos watching. What are the energies of my Leos watching? I really look forward for this allergy, cold, or they've done some work constructions on the house that I'm living in. Could be, you know, that too. I really look forward to be getting normal again. Wow, okay, Leo, we got justice and judgment in your energies. You could be a judge or a advocate. No, what's it called? You could be judging a lot of things. Wow, strength in your energies, your natural inner environment. I want some more here for you. Beautiful. Justice, judgment, strengthen the Empress in your energies, Leo. Or this could be several different Leos watching and having different energies. I would say it looks good. We'll see what they say, okay? We'll see what they say. Looks like you could, you know, you could be sitting on a throne now and doing some either Daenerys Targaryen decisions, or some yeah, that's a good explanation of it, because yeah. If you watched Game of Thrones, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. What does Leo need to focus on right now? If you haven't watched Game of Thrones, so you don't really remember Daenerys Targaryen, I'm going to tell you that she has a soft side and she has a fierce, fiery side. She can do both. What does my Leos need to focus on right now? You need to focus on the positive. I see you. I see two partnership here. I'm gonna find a better place, a softer place to sit on. Okay. Right. What does my Leos need to focus on right now? What does my Leos need to focus on right now? Do I take them? So interesting. We're getting 4 cards. Are we taking them? Are we taking them? It's almost like we got 4 different scenarios here. 4 different energies, 4 different situations, to be honest. Not 4 different, yeah, 4 different scenarios. There you go. Very interesting. Not every zodiac sign in this reading, but a lot of zodiac signs got, like, you know, thinking about their own karma and consequences. Okay. All right. For someone of you, how do I need to take a pause here and, you know, kind of collect this, watch over it, see through. All right. For someone here, you need to focus on, you know, enjoying life, following your dreams, exploring life with others. It could be, you know, family. It could be loved ones in general. It could be friends. It could be friendships. Just enjoying life, exploring life's opportunities, following your dreams, you know, just enjoying life. Really just enjoying life. For someone else, this is about exploring the world. Okay. what can the world give you? It's like, you know, it's like an opening. It's like opening a door, a really big door, I would say. And you need to focus on that, like exploring what the world can give to you. For someone else, there's someone there, a Leo out there, that needs to, you know, make a judgment call about a relationship or a love situation or a love ship, or, you know, how you engage in a relationship with a partner. You need to kind of keep your mind active and find solutions to things, that what you need to focus on, or that's what you are focusing on. Someone else here, or the same, but someone else here, there could be about, you know, making a decision on where to go. It's like it's time to make the choice now. It's time to make the decision now. You who are watching, you know what it's about, I think. Okay, so I tried to get, you know, like a collective device or advice. I mean advice, not device. I mean advice, collective advice for all of you Leos watching. And what you need to focus on is self-respect and respect for others. Meditate, ground yourself, reload. Also Ace of Wands and Five of Wands, and this is about, you know, kind of dancing with opportunities. Sparkle up the passionate feeling within you for things and people. Be creative, okay? Be creative. Keep going and be creative. Have fun. Have fun when you do that, okay? This Five of Swords, what I feel of looking at this card, it's about, I mean, the Five of Swords is usually about, you know, conflicts. This is about dancing, where, you know, when there's a conflict that potentially is, you know, growing, you're kind of, you know, dancing around with it, not in a evil, you know, villain way. It's more about, you know, being the leader that will lead this, whatever it is, to success, to something positive. You know, being a leader in a group, for example, it's not about, you know, telling things to be positive, or, I mean, telling people to be positive. You can't tell people to be positive and they will just be like, yeah, okay, we will do that. No. You as a leader need to be the leader, the inspiring leader. When there's someone standing there crying or someone is angry, you need to be the leader that doesn't, you know, go along with the anger energies, or the sad energies, or the crying energies. You will be the leader. You're kind of, you know, you're pretty balanced. So it's more about dancing with life's opportunities, possibilities, more than letting them, you know, break apart because there's someone trying, or not trying, but having the natural way of doing that. I really hope I'm making sense here. I really hope I'm making sense, because it's some pretty good advice. Just, you know, think about respect, self-respect, and respect for others. Who's the best leader? The one who's having respect for everyone no matter what they've done. And giving them a chance to, you know, dance along. Dance with life's opportunities. Also, a very good advice, as I was talking about, is karma. Thinking about that everything you do, everything that is, will, it's like working for payment. What you do now, what you do tomorrow, what you do the next day, what you did yesterday or the week before, and how you're handling this today. Yeah, that will actually make a payment for the rest of your life. As we all know, karma could happen tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years from now. So think about, consequences. And if there's something that you might have done, when you were younger, further ahead, no, not further ahead, but, back in time, it's not too late to, kind of not pay for it, more of apologizing, trying to figure it out, try to fix it. Okay. Let's see what chakras you can focus on right now. Solar plexus, being honest, being truthful and honest with yourself, with the 7 of Swords here and the solar plexus chakra. Being truthful and honest. It's like seeing the inner white shark for who it is, and it's like taming your inner monster. It's just like this card here, strength. This is in your energies right now. You see this little woman here. She's holding her hand on this 3-headed monster. I hope you can see this. So this is about taming a big, huge monster. She just have to put her hand on this monster. This monster has its oh my god, there it goes again, reliability. And this monster believes that this little woman here knows what she's doing, and that she's kind and justified. She's not doing things in a bad way to gain something for herself. She's very reliable. She doesn't even have to put this 3-headed monster in chains. She just have to lay her hand on its paws, and that's it. It's like she's beautiful within, and that's enough. She doesn't have to do any bad things, or she doesn't have to fool anyone or trick anyone into doing things. She doesn't have to play a game to get this monster to do what she wants. It's just complete kindness and being just strong within herself. Chakras that you need to focus on right now could be the 3rd eye chakra. strengthen your intuitive sight, solar plexus, as we were speaking about, and your heart space, your heart chakra, reloading it, transform it, rebirth of it. Let's see, can we have some advice? Can we get some advice for my Leos? And also, I just want to say that, you know, this card, it's not about taming another monster, you know, a monster within someone else. This is about taming the monster within yourself, ourself. Perfect. Here's your card. Be kind. Be soft. Be kind and soft. Some more advice for... You know what? I'm going to read that. I'm actually going to read that card for you. And yeah. Also take a pause. Take a break. Take a siesta. You know, enjoy life. Have fun. Dance around. Take a pause. Take a break. Now and then. Okay, let's see if I can read this book for you. Number 68. Just got pushed. Okay. Be kind, be soft. There's intention. No, there's tension in the air. You know that you can reach to your goals, which is halfway, you're halfway there, but this card gives you like a finger point or a pointing of that you need less talk and more, you know, action, more doing, while you slowly closing up to your goal. Don't try to impress someone with money. Don't, you know, let your ego kind of get too much. Don't just do something because you think it's gonna impress on someone else. Practice to, you know, ground yourself. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn could be very inspiring for that. Check that up and on how they are, you know, their natural environment within themselves. If there's an economic situation, spend less. If you have been stubborn and dominant in love, now it's time to stop doing that. Also, what you like manifesting words that you could say to yourself is energies in the moon in the first blah, 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 blah. Thank you for reminding me of that I can shine, and at the same time be, you know, soft and kind. I hope that was understandable. It's so hard to read in, you know, translate into English when you're reading it in Swedish. But yeah, that's what I had for you, Leo. I hope that resonated. Please hit that like button. Button. Okay, Leo. Let's move on. Virgo. Virgo. What Virgo need to further. What Virgo need to focus on right now, and I'm gonna check in on your energies first. Let's see, Virgo. What does Virgo need to focus on right now, and what are their current energies? my Virgos energies right now? Wow, okay, interesting. This just kind of flipped around. Ooh, which is Hermit, and that is your natural. That is you, which is self-analyzing. It wanted to turn, but it didn't flip out, so we'll see. Goddamn, you got it again, Virgo. Okay. The Hermit. Let's see. Okay. What does my Virgos need to focus on right now? Out of, what your energies are telling me is that you are Virgoing, You're in your true energies. You're doing you're analyzing things for the better. And you're doing, that's your natural environment. You're doing that pretty good, I would say. Probably. Okay, what does Virgo need to focus on right now? Okay, I'm not gonna take too many cards. What does my Virgos need to focus on right now? I don't know if I'm going to take it. If it wants to come out, it will come out. Let's do one more. No, we're going to use the other cards anyway. So, what does my Virgos need to focus on right now? I'm actually trying to not talk too much because my voice is disappearing. Oh. Okay. Virgo, what you need to focus on With the Eight of Cups and the Two of Cups in reverse, it's about, you know, leaving something where you feel like it just doesn't feel, you know, great, or just doesn't feel good. One way of handling this is, you know, focusing on hobbies, material stuff, you know, not just going within too much, because you get the moon here, so you need to be careful about not going within and kind of lost yourself in there, in thoughts, energies of others, or, you know, or emotions that doesn't, you know, go along with you feeling stable anymore. A good way of handling all kinds of, you know, shitty feelings could actually be, you know, just like doing what she does on this card here, you know, like painting, doing things, you know, being physically active, doing things that makes you feel good, you know, reading a book. It could be, I don't know, I kind of think about Olympics right now for some reason, you know. It could be watching Olympics. Sports could be in your hobbies. It could be watching sports. It could be doing sports yourself. It could be working out, Pilates, painting. I think I said that. Yes, painting. And it could be, you know, you could be learning tarot cards. It could be so many things, just hobbies in general. You could be thinking like, you know, okay, I have hobbies. Is there any more hobbies that I can, you know, do? Hobbies, it could also be, you know, about working with your hobbies, you know, making money out of them. It doesn't have to be that you need to work, you know, it doesn't have to be that you need to make money out of your hobbies. Don't feel like that, but, you know, just focusing on hobbies, keeping yourself exercised, active, and enjoying it, you know, not rushing it. I'm not going to go further deeper on why you need to do this, because I feel like, you know, if you need to leave some kind of a love relationship or love offer, or, you know, just dating or something, if you feel like, you know what, I don't feel really like balanced here, it doesn't really feel good, we don't need to dig why. You know why. Okay, I feel like someone maybe wants, you know, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to dig through that. I just see that, like, you know, you need to focus on this. Your Eight of Pentacles, what you are building, keep on doing that, what you have built in general in life. Enjoy, you know, what you had actually accomplished, and do what you want to accomplish, you know, accomplish what you want to accomplish. Find out what that is. If you feel like, you know, I don't know. Focus on love. Just focus on love. Love, love, love. Okay? Yeah, okay. Let's see. What What chakras does Virgo, my Virgos watching, need to focus on right now? Oops. That went well. Okay, one more. Wow, they really don't want to cooperate with me. Interesting. Okay. What chakras does my Virgo watching need to focus on right now? Okay, you got crown chakra. Crown chakra and the Ace of Cups, which is new beginnings, new relationship, new romance, new love, happiness, joy. Yep. That could be your own new emotions, of course, too, like rebuilding them, filling a new, better, beautiful cup with new, beautiful emotions. Also, solar plexus, you need to focus on your solar plexus area. There could be something, you know, stagnant there, something like stuck there. Let's see, can we have some advice for my Virgos? Okay, work on your feelings, or, you know, work on your feelings. Is that what I want to say about this? Yeah, work with your feelings. Work on your feelings, work with your feelings. If there's something, you know, stuck within your feelings that makes you feel, you know, like heavy, you need to work on that. Finding your spark again. Okay, and for some Virgo out there, you need to, you know, act on your dreams, not just dreaming. Clear your thoughts from any toxic, negative things, or, you know, clear your thoughts in general. Do some meditation and rebuild, reload. Also, beautiful words. Understand that you are loved, Virgo. Understand that you're loved. Don't doubt that, okay? I hope this made sense for someone. Okay, thank you, Virgo, for watching. I hope to see you next time. Let's see. Libra, what do you need to focus on right now, Libra? Let's check in on your energies first. Energies of my Libras. Okay. Your energies are telling me that you are collecting new beliefs in good things coming. You have been going through something or are going through something that actually makes you kind of, you know, it's like, it's a feeling of going up again. Yeah, it's a feeling of going up again. Okay, let's see. What does Libras, what does my Libra need to focus on right now? For someone here, it's actually about how you are showing up in case of love. It's almost like, yeah, getting up again. Um, it's like, it's almost like a butterfly, or a snake. I wouldn't say a snake, no, okay. Let's not say snake. Just say, shedding new skin, meaning in a positive way. But it's almost like, becoming a butterfly, rechanging yourself when it comes to your way of showing up in love or for a partner. It's almost like, washing out the bad stuff from your head and reloading and becoming the emperor. Either you're female or male, this is about, the energies of the emperor, which is, the emperor, the energy taking responsibilities, being the big leader. And you see this big leader here is actually sitting in a meditation position, which is talking about he doesn't want to go out in war anymore. He wants peace and harmony, and he will make sure that will be the case. That's how he wants to show up. And he knows that he needs to change the way of, what he puts in his mind, how to think about things, and how he shows up as the Knight of Cups. It's almost a feeling of a love situation here that has been going on for a very long time. Either you've done the same thing for a long, long time, or you've been in this relationship for a very long time. What does my Libras need to focus on right now? This could actually also be about, the love for yourself. Not about love for someone else. This could be love for yourself. Self-focus. Oh yeah, we have a clear, like, I would say warning and a message of guidance. You have both. You know, like be aware of where you're getting your guidance from, what you are educating yourself with. What are you educating yourself with? Where do you get the information from? Who are you getting the information from? Is the guidance of this information or thoughts, how old is this person? Or, you know, is this a wise energy to follow? Does age has anything to do with it? Or is it the experience of a life? You know, because someone could be young and experiencing a lot of things in one area, but they didn't experience so much in other areas. And the same could be for someone who's really, really much older. You know, they haven't experienced enough in certain areas, even though they lived for a very long time. And they could be, you know, older and they've experienced things in very many different areas, you know. So where do you educate yourself from? Or where do you get your education from? How do you educate yourself? That's something you need to kind of focus on. Maybe you want an answer, like, where do I get my best education from? I think that, you know, when you need to focus on this, let's see if you get answers to this. But if you know, if you want answers to this, of course you could get that. But educating yourself is not about getting answers like this. Here's your answer. No, it's about, you know, doing a deeper research within and finding those answers yourself, or finding those answers in your outer world, because you did you know, you did go within. What does my Geminis need to focus on right now? What did I say? Did I say Libras? I hope I said Libras. What does my Libras need to focus on right now? You need to focus a little bit on how you are, you know, rejecting or disappearing when things get to a little harsh, a little bad, a little not so pleasant. You get mixed signals in reverse, which could be about, you know, maybe you are giving out mixed signals. This is something you need to, you know, check up on and, you know, be like, maybe I am giving mixed signals. I'm not saying that you are. It could also be that you could actually, you know, if you're feeling rejected or dismissed, you know, maybe some feeling of fear is coming up within you. And is there something about being you know, giving mixed signals, or taking in information or emotions that you feel is mixed signals? That's something you need to focus on. I think that you might have an idea yourself about that. Okay, what chakras does my Libras need to focus on right now? Okay. Okay. You got, okay. Listen up now, Libra. Check this up, okay? Educate yourself. Educate yourself about the chakras. Oh, sorry. You got throat chakra. How you are, you know, showing up, talking, speaking of yourself when it comes to your emotions or love. You got third eye chakra, which is about, you know, how you communicate. The King of Swords, third eye chakra, how you see things, how you know, take things in. Also, you get root chakra, going pretty deep with, you know, what, yeah, your root chakra. Let's just leave it with that, your root chakra, and then your heart chakra or your heart space. Those are the chakras that you need to focus on or might need to focus on right now. Okay, advice for my Libras. Okay, you have take contact with the higher powers, God, religion, spirits, universe, whatever you believe in. Think through what is the most important for you. And take time to love yourself. Okay. That was for you, Libras. Let's see. Let's see what's up next. Scorpio. My Scorpios, what do you need to focus on right now? I will begin with your energies, checking in on your energies. Okay, Scorpio, what you need to focus on right now. Let's see. Your energies. Actually a little bit cold now. As you can see, I have an off-shoulder shirt, so now I'm cold. Now my right shoulder and arm is cold, but not the left one. Okay, Scorpio. You're having strength in the strength and the Magician reversed in your energies, which is, I would say, you're tired, you're sick, you do not have a lot of energies right now. Let's see, I want to see, that could be someone. Let's see if we can have another Scorpio here in their energies. You know what? We don't need that. You could actually be sick. You could be just, you know, really, really tired. You could be exhausted. You could be, yeah, you could be a little bit sick right now. What does? You do not have energies, that's for sure. You could feel weak, and the reason to why that is, it could be so different. But yeah, first that comes to mind is you could be sick right now, or you could just, you know, be exhausted, tired. What does Scorpio need to focus on right now? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. We're not taking all of them. That's too many. We asked for cards and we got them, and plenty of them, and now we're not getting any one of them. What does my Scorpios need to focus on right now? Okay, my Scorpios, what you need to focus on is you get the King and Queen of Swords. One card is saying keeping one's mind constantly exercised and cultivating perfection. You get the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like, you know, it's, yeah, and foundation. It's going pretty deep. You know, what you need to focus on is, I think, probably, you know, what you keep in your head. Okay? What you keep in your head and how you are speaking. You need to think about, you know, not think about, you need to focus about, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune and Foundation, you need to think about, focus. I keep saying what you need to think about. So there's clearly something about, you know, your own thoughts. But what you need to focus on is, you know, how you want to build your foundation. You know, it's like today is your first chapter of your future. You know what I mean? You need to focus on that. You need to focus on what you keep exercising your mind with. Six of Wands crossing in what you need to focus on. I would actually say focus lesser on what's going on around you and how people see you and what you do together with other people, and focus more on your own company with your own self. It's a little bit about grounding yourself, but it's you know, you don't have to, you know, like hide, or you know, you don't have to do anything of that. You can still be socializing. It's more of, you know, what you're focusing your mind and your thoughts to, and it's more of, you know, lesser what other gives and how others see you. It's lesser about how others people see you, and more of how you're coming out yourself, how you see yourself, which is really good advice. You need to focus on seeing the beauty and love, the potential of every loss that you feel. Okay? Okay, let's see what chakras does my Scorpios, or do my Scorpios need to focus on right now? Oh, okay. 10 of Pentacles wanted to hop out and didn't, and there we have the root chakra. So we'll see what's coming out, but that's almost like saying, you know what, you don't have to go so deep because you already have it pretty good for yourself, you know. Interesting. The Pentacles want to hop out, but they don't. So it's like you already, you know, you already have control of that. Okay, we got it clear. Throat chakra. This could also be about your neck. Throat chakra and the area around the throat, your voice, could also be about your neck. You know, if you feel relaxed in your neck, you're probably feeling pretty relaxed within yourself and who you are. So I see a really good combo here with the throat chakra and your voice, and you know, what you know, your mind, what you're telling yourself, how you're exercising your mind with words, you know, physical exercises, and yeah, what you choose to, you know, keep in your mind that, you know, communicative is, yeah, within communications from yourself and with others. This is more of focus about yourself, definitely. And your throat chakra, and your neck, and your voice. Rather than how others see you. Don't give a shit about how others see you, okay? That is not of importance. Let's get you some advice. Advice for my Scorpios watching. I also want to say that, you know, with building your foundation, it's actually starting with you. Your foundation, I mean, family, it could be, you know, your family, your parents, your siblings, your friends from childhood and so on. But your foundation, you know, in the end, when no one is there, your foundation is you. Okay, advice for my Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio, relax, okay? Just relax, relax and enjoy your emotions, who you are, your feelings, you know, calm waters. Dark colors could be helpful. I see blue here, dark blue, gray blue, pink, gray, gray, pink, or, you know, and blue. A lot of blue for you here. Libra blue. Okay, that's for you, Scorpio. Let's check in with Sagittarius and what you need to focus on right now. Okay, Sagittarius, what you need to focus on right now. Let's see. I'm going to check in on your energies first. I had to take a break there. Breathe in some fresh air. So, energies of Sagittarius. Okay, yeah, your energy is looking good. You're moving forward, you're going forward. Your emotions are stable. You're trying to stabilize your emotions. Let's see. What does Sagittarius need to focus on right now? What does Sagittarius need to focus on right now? The Sagittarius was watching. What do they need to focus on right now? Okay. Freedom wanted to come out, but it flipped right back. So, okay. All right. I see like an end of a chapter and a new beginning, affecting your emotions. Either it's positive or negative, but you know, the new way of doing things is supposed to be positive. You need to focus on the positive. You could have, you know, feeling of being stressed over something. It could be another person. What you might need to focus on now is solitude, or withdrawn, you know, to be alone a little bit. Doesn't mean that you need to, you know, close yourself in, but it's more about, you know, your own self, your own feelings, you know, being a little bit in a single moment, you know, maybe not interacting with people too much. And, you know, finding the beauty of things again. I see very strongly here with, you know, finding your own feelings, you know, ending something, ending a cycle, ending something, like something is really, you know, ending and something new is about to take actions here. Or yeah, and it's clearly about your emotions. Could be your hormones, it could be your feelings, but it's something about your emotions. Maybe not focusing too much on material things or money or career or work. It's more about yourself. Um, meditate, self-respect, like really value yourself very highly. Taking you somewhere where you feel like, you know what, this feels calm, this feels good. Taking yourself to a place where you feel like there's no tension there. You're not gonna stress about things. You don't feel stressed about things. It's like a rebirth, really. A rebirth with the death card here. A total rebirth. It's pretty clear. Pretty simple. It might not feel simple, but that's what you need to focus on. Let's see. Chakras that Sagittarius need to focus on right now. I mean, chakras, doing a deep look within chakras and learn out of them could be, you know, could be time for that. Shifting your focus to that. Okay, chakras that we're gonna keep it simple. Okay, so third eye chakra. Maybe you've had some headaches or a headache, something, feeling heavy in your mind or in your head that you need to, focus on and heal. Also, root chakra, we're talking about heritage, we're talking about where you come from, where you're going, what you want to build out of your life. Okay, take it one step out of a time. No, not out of a time. Take it one step at a time. Okay, one step at a time. Don't rush things. Meditation, yoga, definitely a good thing to take on here. Let's see, some advice for Sagittarius. Relax. I get the same energies as Scorpio here. So you could have, Scorpio placements that is important to you. So yeah, relax. Sagittarius, relax, okay? Let's see. Sagittarius. Capricorn. What do you need to focus on right now, Capricorn? Let's see. You're checking on your energies first. The energies of my Capricorns. Oh. The energies of my Capricorns. Oh, okay. Capricorn, your energies could be, self-analysis, analyzing, going within, going deep, looking back, but not really want to. Kind of a little bit of, stopping yourself from doing that. Like, I can take that later on. Could be your energies right now. Okay, let's see. What does what does my Capricorns need to focus on right now? Mm-hmm. There we are. Okay, you got a lot of cards crossing, which is a little bit about, you know, you get the Hangman here, which means you need to release something. Sometimes this card is about sacrificing something. You know, if you feel like you need to sacrifice something, but there's clearly something you need to release, okay? So this hermit mode that you're not really wanting to go in, you know, to do, you kind of need to do that. You get Queen of Cups crossing. You get Hermit crossing. You get 10 of Wands, and you got the Hierophant crossing. So this is about not really wanting to face something that might scare you to be too heavy. Why you feel this way, I think that that's only the answer that you can answer to. But I think that you might be afraid to, you know, lose your feelings, or, you know, cry out loud, or it's just a long journey to do this, or maybe you don't have the time to. But you are aware that you need to do this journey. You need to release something, and you need to do this journey to release something. Yeah, you get blocked emotions crossing. You need to open up for your emotions. Open that up. Do an inner search, research, analyze things, and be okay with the outcome, okay? Be in peace of whatever is coming out, okay? Be in peace. Your goal should be peace, okay? Sometimes to be in peace with things, whatever they are, we need to do a deep inner, you know, analyze, work. That's how we move forward, develop. Just bring it on, you know, take on the task of that. What chakras does Capricorn need to focus on right now? This could be helpful. We'll see. This will probably be helpful. If it's not interesting with chakras, then just, you know, the chakra spaces. I will explain more when the cards come out, if they want to. Stuck, yeah, you can feel a little bit stuck, but not like, you know, not trapped, but a little bit stuck. But you are not stuck, okay? Because then we would have, what's the card? 8 of Swords, and you didn't get that card, so you're not stuck. It's just It's just, you know, just doing. Chakras that Capricorn needs to focus on right now. Sometimes we could feel like, you know what, I don't want the responsibility of, I just don't want the responsibility. I want it simple. Well, the simple things comes along with doing the hard work. Whatever the hard work is. Maybe it's not even hard work. It's just fear of it being hard work. Good, yeah. What chakras does Capricorn need to focus on right now? You got third eye chakra with the Queen of Cups, which you had in crossing. So yeah, this clear, you know, that you need to, there's something with the third eye chakra and your emotions that you need to work, yeah, we could say work on, or, you know, focus on right now, healing, or just focus on, give it an attention. Do a research about third chakra and see what you can have can have a use for it. No, not if you can have a use for it. What use you can have for it, okay? Also, I want to tell you that the Queen of Cups, no matter if you're male or female, the Queen of Cups is about a mature, emotional female energy, which is Jinn, and we all have that within us, no matter gender. It's about security, loving, warmth, sensitivity, kindness, happiness, intuition, romance, you know, seeing the romantic values of life in everything. Loyal, faithful, easily, beauty, daydreamer, yep. Also, you got solar plexus chakra in reverse. Either this means that this will be something totally new for you. Check out the, educate yourself about the solar plexus chakra, and you will probably find something really fantastic about that. Or this is something that you have, you know, naturally going on, so you don't have to do that so much. You just need to, you know, check up on it, that chakra. Let's get you some advice. Okay, we'll do them all. Okay, see the whole picture of it. Yeah, goes really well with the Hermit. Analyzing something. See the whole situation of it. See the whole truth of it. You know, don't skip some parts that might feel, you know, heavy. Just bring them on. Just take them on, you know, okay? Be brave. Think through what is the most important for you and in the situation of yours. Forgiveness. Always forgiveness. And you got, yeah, go easy on life. Live life with lightness, as a feather. You know, don't take things too serious. Take them serious, but not too serious that it weighs heavy on your back, okay? I hope that was helpful and resonated for someone. With Capricorn placements. Let's see. Aquarius. What do you need to focus on right now, Aquarius? I'm first gonna check in on your energies. Okay. Wow, the energies of this Wheel of Fortune and Justice could be so many things. Could be you ending a cycle too, you know, because you want something better, something new, renewal in some way. This could be about, you know, just thinking about justice in general in life. What is justice? What is rightful? This could be making that inner work, or making adjustments or changes in life to get on, you know, the right path that you feel like you're supposed to be on. Okay. What does Aquarius need to focus on right now? Yeah, we got the Fool, which is new beginnings, new paths, definitely. I don't know if this is Page or Knight of Pentacles in this deck. Either way, it's about how you are, you know, what are you, which path you're choosing, and how you're choosing to go on that path or the new beginning. And you want it to be more, you know, reliable, safe, grounded. It could be more focused on your material surroundings, you know, home and your material stuff. It could be what you're putting money on, and it could be just grounded energy. It could be your health. Yeah. For someone, you have already, you know, released something. You might even have sacrificed something. Or this is what you need to do. You need to, you know, sacrifice something or release something in order to find your new spark again, you know, because this was crossing Ace of Wands. This is about, you know, your inner passion, what you're passionate about, what you're feeling passionate about, you know. This could be sexual energy. This could be about, you know, being more grounded, mature, and safe, rather than being, you know, sexually adventurous. This could also be about someone who, you know, needs to, you know, put in some charm in your grounded energies here. You know, have fun while you're doing things in a stable way, in a grounded way, in a mature way. Take one step at a time. What does Aquarius need to focus on right now? Ace of Wands makes me think about inner glow or that inner spark. So there's something about that. But I see with the page or the Knight of Pentacles, you know, taking a little bit easy. This is normal. If you have a family, if you have children, you could be a little bit afraid of, you know, how will my children have, you know, what will their future be? How will they, you know, see me, see things? Are they feeling good? You know, that's a natural way of thinking about things. And this is also about, you know, seeing yourself as constantly learning. Life is a life lesson. Things is a life lesson. You're still learning, no matter your age, no matter your experiences, you're still learning, okay? And that's how it's supposed to be. I feel like some of you, you know this. Some of you, you know this and you just kind of need to know, to hear it. And for some of you, you need to hear this to, you know, think like that or think that way. Self-respect and respect for others, very important. Okay, someone you can actually feel like, you know, your, foundation. Foundation, it could be family, it could be, you know, where you're coming from, where you are, what you built. It could be talking about security in general. However that is for you, what that is for you, and how you're getting that, that is up to you. But you could feel a little bit trapped there, a little bit stuck, okay? And I think that you really need to release that with the Hangman reversed. You need to release that thought, that feeling. Because you are probably free, more free than you think. Or you were actually feeling this way, and that's why, you know, you have made a choice to go on a new journey here, or a new path. Either way, you need to release something that you need to begin your journey on releasing something that kind of, you know, get your spark down. Okay, let's see. What chakras does Aquarius need to focus on right now? You got heart chakra, heart space. Could be about healing, you know. It could be about, I mean, what do you have in your heart space? You got lungs. It's about breathing. We got Justice card 2 times. Whatever you're going through, it's really like it's a new beginning here. I strongly believe that you need to remember self-respect and respect for others. And remember, we're all children. Okay, we're all children, constantly learning. Our children are constantly learning. We are all stronger than we think. Also, you got with the Justice card, you got karma and karmic 3 times here. So there's something about karma, you know. Whatever you are feeling like you're paying off something, you know, could be bad karma, it could be good karma. It could be someone around you that is going through bad karma or karma right now. We are all constantly learning, okay? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Let's see. Yes. Heart chakra, a lot of heart chakra here. And you also got, what is this? Is this root or sacral? I need to compare it. I think that is, yes. That's root chakra. Okay, root chakra. Where is it? Check again. Yeah, that's root chakra. Could heal or take care of your root chakra, do some research and see what that is about, you know, how you can, you know, handle that and what you can use to yeah, what uses you have for that environment of your body, sort of speaking. And also third eye chakra. That could be about, you know, your headspace, how you see things. And also, you know, if you're feeling some tension between your eyes, you know, in your forehead, between your eyes, massage for that area could be something for you. Okay, let's get you some advice. Take contact with the higher powers, God, any other religious beliefs that you have, you know, universe, destiny, spirits, whatever you believe in, take contact with the higher powers. Okay, I hope that was resonating, Aquarius. Let's see what we got for least but not last. No, I mean last but not least. Pisces. Pisces. What do you need to focus on right now? I'm going to check in on your energies first. Pisces. The energies of my Pisces. You're really doing something right now to kind of, you know, your beliefs are good, okay? You believe in good things, or you're trying to, or something is going on around you that will actually make you feel like, you know what? Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna believe in the good stuff for my sake. Um, you could have really good morals that you're living by. You could also, this could also be about, you know, you being very, having routines that go well with your everyday life. I would say very good energies, very calm energies. Looks great. Okay. What does Pisces need to focus on right now? Someone could actually be, you know, having beliefs that, you know what, I could actually, you know, get, I don't know if I want to say get married again, but it could be, you know, I actually believe that I can have a stable foundation again, or I actually believe that I can have that stable foundation that I am requiring, that I want, that I, yeah. What does Pisces, my Pisces, what does my Pisces need to will focus on right now? Hmm. Hmm. Ouch. What does my Pisces need to focus on right now? Do I take them? It felt like they just fell out. If they want to come out, they will. Hmm. Okay, what you need to focus on right now is Ace of Swords. Okay, is this the Knight or Page of Wands? Either way, Queen of Wands crossing, which means that you need to find your inner Queen of Wands. And with that, you need new ideas, new plans with the Ace of Swords. You need to come up with new plans, new ideas. You need to keep your mind exercised for something that will, you know, benefit you. And, you know, kind of look at this Queen of Wands. Isn't she just beautiful, isn't she? Look at her. And she has her little black cat there, sitting there and just enjoying herself. She looks beautiful in her red dress, sitting there with her wand. She has flowers, I believe roses, around her. You need to, be this. You need to find this. You need to, don't focus on so much, where you're going. Okay, don't focus so much on heavy choices you don't want to make. Don't focus too much of that. Either way, maybe you need to do those things. We all need to do those things sometimes. Don't focus on what troubles they might give you within. Focus more on being this Queen of Wands, this fiery, passionate, charming, beautiful Queen of Wands. Enjoy yourself. Okay? See the beauty with you. See how beautiful you are. And just let ideas sparkle up. Get inspired by others just to get ideas, or this is about thoughts and thinking. We're talking about fire and air. We're talking about passion and clear mind, clearing, clearness, seeing things clear, understanding things, seeing things and understanding things in a new way, maybe, could be. Don't focus too much on how heavy things are. Focus more on your inner spark, your inner fire, your inner, your ideas, what ideas you're capable of having, creating, your mind is full of them. Being more, like having plan, having a list, doing these 4 things, not focusing so much on all the 15 things that you need to do that are so heavy. No. You're more like, okay, I'm doing them, but what I'm focusing on are these 3, 4 beautiful things, or 2 beautiful things that I need to, focus on, that I need to do, that I want to do. The Queen of Wands is also about, music, playing instruments. It's also about activity. It's about hobbies. Maybe not hobbies, but it's more about your inner spark, what you're passionate about, having fun with life, enjoying it. Not being afraid of things, okay? Don't be afraid of things. You don't have to be afraid of things. It doesn't look like you're afraid of things when I look at your energies, so keep doing that. What does my Pisces need to focus on right now? Oh, yeah. Message of love for oneself, believing that, we're all children. We're all still learning. You're learning from everything. Everything is supposed to teach you something, Life is education, no matter the age. And this is like saying, from the spirits or destiny or universe or whatever higher powers that are having powers over us. this is basically like saying, you know what, everything that comes to you is supposed to learn you something, and no one is judging you about it. And the ones who are judging, they are not, probably not, you know, highly qualified for judging you. Believe in good karma. Do good and get good. There's someone here, Pisces, that could be feeling, it could be you or someone else, someone else with Pisces placements, but there's someone here that could be feeling, you know, like stressful feelings or stressful occasions, not occasions, but, you know, happenings, or, you know, you could be feeling like you're cursed with them. Is this something that you could be feeling sometimes? Like, I'm cursed with a lot of tension in my life. You see how these cards are going very well with taking over that feeling, right? Just the color says it all. This is dark, this is heavy, this is... Oof. And you know what? Maybe, let's see, let's say you are cursed. What can you do about it? Nothing. The only thing you can do is going on, moving on, doing you this the best you can. I mean, the Queen of Wands, she's like, you know, it doesn't matter who cursed me. It doesn't matter what curse I have. I'm gonna give a fuck about that and do whatever I want anyway. And I'm gonna do it good for me. Okay, let's see. What chakras does Pisces need to focus on right now? Great, you get the Empress and the Queen of Wands again. Perfect. This is what you need to focus on, you know. Definitely. Okay, so you get the sacral chakra and third eye chakra. Now, Pisces, I know that you don't mind checking up on chakras. Maybe you already know about them, but yeah. Sacral chakra and third eye chakra, educate yourself about them, and, you know, do some research and just, you know, get inspired. Do anything you can to embrace those chakras. I want to do, maybe 2 is enough. We'll see. Yeah, I guess that was enough. Let's get you some advice, more than the advice you got. Let's see if we can get some more advice for Pisces. Okay, you got share up. You know, share up. Don't be stressed. Don't be low over something. Just share up. And you got to see the reality for what it is. That's also something that Queen of Wands energies would do. She would be like, okay, you know what? This is crap. This is shit. I don't give a shit. I will still have fun. I will have fun. I will be, enjoying life. It doesn't matter. And if I have to, I will build something new. I will build a new house on a new ground. If that ground is nasty and disappointing, I will just redo it. So, yeah, that's what I had for you, Pisces, and I hope that was helpful. And I really appreciate if you and everyone else who've been watching would like to hit the like button and, support my channel. It would really be appreciated. And yeah, I hope to check in on your energies soon again. Have the best day and take care of yourselves. Much love to all of you, and